We'll be talking about types of drug formation. Or drug formation is basically like, okay, the nature, all right, the possible nature that drugs can actually take up, all right. So you have some drugs in liquid form, you have some drugs in solid forms, you have some drugs in gaseous forms and all those stuff, okay. So types of drug formulation, and this is us still talking about like different natures of drug forms, all right, different natures of drug form, right. You can see these are different types of tablets, okay, but I don't really want to discuss about this till we actually go into the lecture and see what the lecture has for us. So therapeutic drugs are formulated pharmaceutically to produce desired pharmacokinetics parameters characteristics, all right. So route of administration and physicochemical properties of the active drugs, like the solubility of the drugs, the stability of the drugs, the disintegration, and dissolution profiles, right? These are all the criteria I actually look into when you are trying to produce a drug so that it can actually be solid or liquid form. Do you understand? So drugs are presented in a wide varieties of dosage forms, okay? So some drugs you find them in solid form, you still find them in liquid form, all right? Now, what is the advantage of liquid form? Liquid form, let me say the patient came into the clinic and you want to actually give them paracetamol and the patient faints, right? You don't start prescribing a tablet paracetamol because the patient has fainted. They can't swallow, they can't open their mouth. So you can use the liquid form and just inject through the intravenous. Do you understand? So all these forms of drugs, all this formulation of drugs, they actually have their applications. All right. So drugs could be in the form of solutions, that's you have them in syrups and injectables. Okay. Drugs could be in the form of suspensions, that's the mixed magnesium trisilicate. Okay, then you have drugs in emulsions like the Sloan's liniment. All right, you have drugs in tablet forms, that's the solid forms, best for oral route of drug administration. Then you could have drugs in capsules too. That's still good in oral route of drug administration. Now, our teacher actually told us in class that drugs that are actually encapsulated are actually maybe in powdered form or granules forms. All right. So now you just encapsulate them in one place so that you can actually transfer them to the site of action. All right. Some drugs that are encapsulated could be that they have a very bad odor, they have a very bad taste, all right? So you actually just, you could see that some drugs, you take them up, there's no smell, there's no odor, but when they get into your stomach and they get digested, you start having some odors like that, all right? That's to tell you that that was the odor you're supposed to perform at the mouth level, right? So you can also have drugs in powder form and granules, okay? So guys, these are the various uh, types of drug formulations or uh, nature forms of drugs. How will I put it? Or the forms of drug nature, all right? Forms of drug nature, all right? That's forms of drug nature, yeah. Forms of drug nature is actually the best, all right? And types of drug formation, all right? Let's have a recap. We have drugs in solution, emulsions, what? I don't want to click the next. We have drugs in tablets, we have drugs in capsules, we have drugs in various forms, okay, in powders, granules, and suspensions, okay. So guys, that's it about the types of drugs formulation. See you guys as we'll make videos on each of these types of formulation as we continue in our pharmacology lectures. Bye for now.